What up, nation? Oh yeah, it's that time again. Part 4! No, I don't really approve of people being used as filler. I know when I booked, I understand like putting guys over and having somewhat enhancement type people or enhancement talent, but I know when I've booked, I've tried to have, I may have had my main storylines, but I try to give a reason to have everybody involved in a show. Otherwise, why are they there? Why are people going to see them? And I think, any company could really do that. Give reasons why people, give a little story for everybody. That way, every person on your roster is important, equally important, or not necessarily equally, just important in their own right. I'd carry their bags. If a locker room leader asked me, and if I was in a big company and that was kind of the way, because that's their right to ask, and I'm the new guy, so who am I, what position am I? I'm earning my way up. I understand about paying dues and so on and so forth. So I wouldn't have really that big of a problem with it. I don't have a problem with people doing that. I mean, it works for some. If you have earned that right to have somebody carry your bags, all right. Who might argue? I can't say that I've done something specifically like that. Nothing like that's ever been done to me. I've never been told to carry someone's bags. When I would go to Mexico, we had actually women who would carry our bags. I think in Japan they do it as well. I've never really been demanding in that sense. I have asked for favors from like street team members or students and so on and so forth. But I mean, it's just a way of kind of paying your dues, more or less. I prefer, my favorite part would be hanging out with the fellas, maybe meeting some young women or some women in general. But aside from that, just partying with the guys. I prefer house parties. I prefer situations where I'm a little more comfortable. Bars just typically aren't that comfortable for me. I mean, unless we're just a big, huge group. So I'd prefer, just kind of something low-key, something where everybody can have a good time, and the ratio of men to women's pretty balanced. That leads to a pretty decent party. Just letting you guys know. Okay, well, I mentioned in my What's Missing in Wrestling, I don't like to call them ring rats. I've done it only in situations where they carry themselves in a derogatory manner. I don't really consider women who like wrestlers or want to hook up with wrestlers necessarily as a bad thing. I'd rather call them benefans, fans with benefits. So along those lines, I've had plenty of encounters, and by plenty I mean, I have some stories, but that was early on in my career when I was first really starting out, and probably to get it out of my system. I had plenty of encounters, but I'll be honest, I probably won't mention them on here. I mean, maybe one day I'll mention a story here or there, but it won't be anytime soon. So, sorry guys. I know, but it might come out. I don't know. You never know. You never know. I might feel like doing it. I would never want to be the king of ring rats. I did, however, when I first started my career, and I was with the beautiful people, and then I was making my transition to NWA and then also PCW. I always would have liked the idea of having a harem. I thought that would have been really cool. Kind of like Don Juan DeMarco, just having a harem of women. And I thought it would just be a great storyline, a guy who just had this massive amount of women. I mean, what fan wouldn't dig that? But oh well. I am a procrastinator. If I don't have a deadline, I will procrastinate. That's probably my worst habit. And at times I lose focus because I'm focused on a lot of different things. So I have to have something that keeps me going down the path. That would probably be my worst habit. It doesn't really affect my performance in the ring at all. Not whatsoever. Can't really say that anything really affects my performance. No. Of course, if I was to, I can adhere to the wellness policy. Believe me. To get to the other side, we all know that. I'm not sure what was on the other side that made the chicken want to cross the road, whether it was another chicken or some food, but that's why the chicken crossed the road. I like all kinds of food. I did a cleanse, I changed my diet up, so my taste buds have expanded. But my favorite dish, something that I can actually make, is it's ground beef or ground turkey. Throw in some rice and some hot sauce or salsa. I'd say like paste picante. Mix it all together, and you have some good eating. I don't know what to call the dish, but it was one of the first dishes I could make in college, and I just so easy to make, so it's my favorite dish. I love water. I do. I've grown to love water. But as far as like alcoholic drinks, I'm a tequila man. Oh yeah. Tequila is my drink of choice. Nothing mixed. I don't even need salt or lime. Tequila. Maybe a little salt, but no lime. I just tequila. The Office, 30 Rock, Smallville, Reaper, most most wrestling programming. I like Lost. Entourage is one of my favorite shows. I like Flight of the Conchords. Movies, Good Will Hunting used to be one of my all-time faves. Hard Candy, that's an actually really cool flick. Seven, Fight Club, Usual Suspects, Old School. Semi-pros, it was pretty solid. Man, I just have too many to name. There's not a favorite wrestling move I like to take. I don't think there's a move that I really go, man, I love taking that move. Some moves are cool, but not really one. I'm not a fan of taking them. I don't mind taking them, I mean, obviously, but I don't go into it going, oh my god, that would be great to, I'd love to take that. The RKO. Randy Orton has done a good job making that move into a great move to watch him do. Seriously. Aside from that, the frog splash, probably from, the late great Eddie Guerrero or from Rob Van Dam. I'm my favorite wrestler. It's me. I feel I'm a great wrestler, so I'm a fan of my own work. Getting credit cards out of high school was probably the biggest mistake. Getting in debt. Actually, this right here, I don't think you can see it, and I really don't want to zoom in, but this little charm and necklace, I'd been wanting something like this for a long time, and when I went on cruise and took my mom, I got that in Cozumel, and it's actually been something I rarely ever take off. I take it off for shows, but it's probably my most pride. It's my dearest possession. I do play video games. Right now I'm actually trying to go through BioShock for the Xbox 360. I have an Xbox and a PS2. I love Guitar Hero. That was kind of the big game. I'm a big fan of it. Aside from that, I'm on GameFly, so I just rent whatever I can rent and whatever I can get my hands on. So, and that's it for now.